What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another account progression video. So it is time to get another tier 2, and as you can see here, we're going to be getting Psylocke to tier 2. So really enjoying playing Psylocke so far, so I can't wait to get her to tier 2. So let's go ahead and take a look at her before we do that. So for the skills here, we have the second skill leveled up. I think I remember this from the last video. I can't remember if leveling this up increased the maximum stack that the defense can be reduced on the enemy, or the resistance, I mean. But anyway, that's one that we have leveled up. The fifth skill we have leveled up here as well to get that extra dodge rating and also mind damage. Very nice. And the mind control is always going to be at 5 seconds, so that doesn't get changed from leveling up the skill. So let's see what our tier 2 passive is actually going to give us. So whenever we use the butterfly phantasm, we're going to get a 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage immune. It lasts for 5 seconds, and we're also going to get a boost to our mind damage by 35%, and that is for 5 seconds as well. So that is whenever she uses her fifth skill right here, which is pretty nice because that is her most damaging skill, and it's the skill that has the mind control on it. So and also it is the skill with a very long iframe, so it's a very powerful skill, and now it's going to get even stronger now that it can pierce super armor, barrier, all damage immune, shield, and all that good stuff. So it's going to make her a lot more powerful in PvP with that skill, and it's still going to help, of course, in just regular PvE content. Having that pierce can be good for like World Boss Ultimate, some ABX, stuff like that, just to help you get a little extra damage. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the rest of the stuff here. So we have Overdrive as her isolate set. I do like having an attack base set on her, so Overdrive or Power the Angry Hulk seems like two of the good options. I think Hawkeye is actually a decent option because I don't think she had native skill cooldown on any gears here. Yeah, she didn't have skill cooldown on any of the gears here, so actually Hawk's Eye could be a decent set on her as well if you need that little bit of extra skill cooldown, because normally for me, if we go ahead and check here, yeah, whenever they don't have native skill cooldown on one of their gears, I'm always about 3%, 4% from the max for the skill cooldown, which for a lot of characters that doesn't really affect their skill rotation too much, so you don't usually have to worry about it. But there are some characters that definitely need that max skill cooldown to be able to keep them kind of well protected with their skill rotation. For the Obelisk here, I did finally put an Obelisk on here, so we have the mind damage proc with a stun immune. I kind of was just rolling mind damage Obelisk to get a damage proc, and then I was hoping for 1, a high damage proc, and 2, a good secondary stat, which as you can see here, I did not really get either of those two, but this is a nice placeholder for now because I didn't really have anything else to throw on her, and it's pretty much what's going to be my preferred Obelisk on her when everything is said and done. Is going to be a mind damage with damage proc, and then I'll kind of just take whatever I get as the third slot. But I do want a higher damage proc than this, but this will be good enough to show her off and kind of get a feel for her damage with a damage proc Obelisk. So let's go ahead and get her ranked up to tier 2, and then we've looked at her a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and use a ticket here. Just want to save those Phoenix Feathers and Macron Crystals. Well, mainly the Phoenix Feathers because we're trying to work on Deadpool's gears to 25. And then also we want to get him to level 70. So anyway, let's go ahead and advance Psylocke here. Boom, there we go. Alright, Psylocke tier 2, unlocked potential. Yep, her potential has been unlocked. Well, not really, because we still have to search for her potential to get her level 70. But anyway, that's a little bit of foreshadowing. Let's go ahead and close this out here. So, reinforced telepathic powers. Indeed. Alright, so now that we have a Psylocke freshly tier 2, let's go ahead and try her out a little bit and get some gameplay going. Alright, so here we are at a World Boss Ultimate Ebony Maw. We have stage 30 that we're going to be trying her out on, because she was able to do stage 20 at tier 1, but again, a lot of that was from the Strikers. But I figured I'd ramp it up a little bit here, so let's see how well she can do on stage 30. We have Ancient One's leadership, 45% to blast types, and also his tier 2 passive is going to give us a little extra elemental damage to boost her mind damage, which is nice. And then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive. And then we're going to be pretty much using the same strikers that I used last time. We have all damage strikers except for Anti-Venom there, which I'm not sure if she's necessarily going to need the healing from him because of the mind control on her 5th skill. We should hopefully have that up the entire fight, but if for some reason it goes down and we are off of our skill rotation to get it back up and we get hit a little bit, we might need that healing, so I like to leave him on just in case. But we could probably put another damage striker in there instead to boost her damage even more. So let's just see how she can do here on stage 30 before we think about changing up the strikers a bit. Alright, let's see what we can do here. You ready, Ebony? Because you're going down. We got Psylocke on the field. Alright, so let's go ahead and start off here. And again, you want to let this 5th skill play all the way through because you want that mind control, which doesn't happen until the very final hit here with that, boom, with that giant psychic mask right there looking thing. That's what applies the mind control, so you definitely want that. So you do not want to cancel the 5th skill out at all. We definitely have our damage proc off right now, but hopefully we'll get that lined up again in a little bit here. Okay, there we go. I think we got the damage proc re-lined up. And no, the damage proc is off again. Oh, he got into the phase here. Thought we were going to mind control him so that he wouldn't actually do this part of the kind of cutscene. Alright, yes, drop your pools on the ground there. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and get him mind controlled again. Alright, so there we go. So when we get that damage proc on the 5th skill there, as you can see, the damage is pretty nice. And there we go. Yep, got the mind control back on him. So that has pretty good range, the mind control at the end of the skill there, so they don't necessarily have to be exactly in the actual area that the mask is showing on the screen. It still has a wider radius than that. Alright, so far so good. As you can see, this mind control just makes these World Boss Ultimate fights a lot easier, especially for Ebony here that likes to teleport around and... Oh, there we go. He got out of the mind control for a second there. That likes to just teleport around and cancel out all of your skills, so this really helps in actually maintaining your damage on him. Because it could be, you could run out of time just because you're unable to hit him, not because of lack of damage or anything like that. Alright, there we go. He's back under the mind control. So let's see if we can't keep that active. Okay, oh, he went into an iframe here. Oh, the mind control didn't actually work on him that time. Did he dodge it? I didn't even see. Because I don't think he has like a cleanse or anything like Black Dwarf does, because Black Dwarf can remove debuffs. Alright, let's get that mind control back up. Alright, I'll take it. And we got 2 minutes to get these last 5 bars down. Let's hope we can do that. Come on, Psylocke, you can do it. And yes, there we go, mind control. It's a little difficult for me to maintain this damage proc. Well, I guess I'm not really trying a lot to keep that damage proc going. On the 5th skill, I'm kind of just sticking with the rotation opposed to the damage proc. So let's try to line it up again here. And we're slightly off again. I think we'll be okay though. We should have enough damage here. And here we go. One more skill and it should be done. Oh, no. Unless we get canceled here. Okay, there we go. So a minute left. So not too bad. Definitely Psylocke, a very fun character to play. I love her animations. And did we get... we got the lowest roll on the potential. Well, not the lowest roll, because we actually did get potential, but I think that's like the 11% one, which kind of sucks. What do we got here? Some dust, eh? Alright, well anyway, that's going to be Psylocke on stage 30 here. Again, a really, really strong character. I love her survivability. Her damage is really nice as well, and now she has that Pierce, so she'll be even better in Extreme Alliance battle now if you use her there. Because I see her getting a pretty high score here at Tier 2, because she did really well even at Tier 1. At least compared to other Tier 1 characters that I've tried out before, so definitely one of the higher damage characters right now in the game, especially since you can augment her mind damage with an obelisk there. If you get like a dual mind damage on there, she's going to be pumping out some pretty nice damage. But anyway, that's just going to be a look here at Tier 2 Psylocke. Definitely worth the rank up, and I think she's definitely worth the crystals, considering you're getting a really strong character, and she's a prerequisite for Strife, so 2 good characters there for the package. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.